Welcome in, guys. Welcome into Jewelry Television, and welcome back. If you were with us just a second ago, look what I'm wearing. I know that a lot of you ladies and gentlemen both are still on the phone shopping in. Oh, my gosh. I love you, Charles. Shopping in on the Acrobos 24 ceramic watches and some of our color and carat collection as well that we just had up. But now it's time for Moissanite. And you know, guys, I'm a diamond fiend. I'm a diamond girl. I've been selling diamonds on TV a long time, and they're my favorites. Are they? There is a jewel in this world that we live in that defies all of the laws that we have always known about jewelry. It is more brilliant, has more fire than even a diamond. And Charles Winston is here to share it with us. It's called Moissanite, fire. Charles is going to be joining me. Charles, of course, joined his family's jewelry business at the age of 17. His family has been in business since 1740. And so they've probably got it figured out. Charles certainly does. An amazing designer, recognized worldwide, expert on jewelry and gems and jewelry designer, and just happens to be a dear friend of mine. Charles partnered with Charles and Colvard, which is the sole source for Moissanite on the face of the earth. And what a delight. Charles, how have you been?
I have been wonderful since I saw you a few minutes ago. And I go to my hotel, and half of the Jewelry Television people are there. And
well, there you go.
So it's a nice, it's snowing outside.
It is snowing outside. It is beautiful and snowing outside. So it may be where you guys are, too. So stay in and stay safe. Charles and I have a phenomenal show. The necklace I have on is available, and we're going to be talking about that in just a bit. But we're going to talk about what is Moissanite, and I know a lot of you know because many of you ladies have been watching for Charles's schedule to see when he was going to be here. So you're ready, and you know, but there's a lot of you who may be new to this jewel. It is exclusive. This collection of Moissanite Fire is exclusive to JTV and JTV.com, and it is a single-source jewel that has more fire than a diamond. Does it not?
That is an absolutely true statement, and because it's a single-source jewel right now, quantities are so limited. I mean,
very limited.
No, you guys just are eating us up out of house and home as far as inventory for stones go, and it's taking forever to cut and keep you guys happy. So when you see pieces and you see prices now, understand that these prices may not be able to replicate themselves on reorders.
We're going to give you a little bit of a menu of some of the things that Charles and I are going to share with you coming up, and one of the pieces is final quantities on an exclusive. This is a ring that literally the mold has been broken, and this will be no more ever created. There were 1,740 of those rings made, and that is all. It is the Sweet Pea Pink, the Luisant Sweet Pea Pink. It's like the color of pink diamond, but in a more fiery jewel. Carats 30. We have size 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, but not many of each at $3.99. That is on triple stretch pay for $133.33. Okay, everybody come to the TV. Look at this immediately. Okay, stop what you're doing and come to the TV. 2 carat inside and outside hoops. If those were diamonds equal to color and clarity here and set in 18 karat gold, they would be $3,000.
At Jewelry Television's price, but the appraised value is, I think, $4,500.
So the appraisal value on those would be $4,500. Even our Moissanite Fire jewelry, 2 carats, does not sell for $299, let alone the event price of $209.99. Those earrings are going to blow up immediately. These rings, also 2 carats, past, present, and future. One of the incredible classics right here in the Platineve, and we're going to talk about Platineve as well. This is only $419.02, and Charles got this back in stock for us. His team has been working on this, and we have size 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and size 10, and we figured that'd be great for Valentine's Day, kind of that past, present, and future styling. But a handful of those. Also, we have the Moissanite Fire studs in different carat weights. We have these 2 carats. We also have 1. 2 carat studs, $428.49. Double prong setting, unbelievable brilliance and fire. Honestly, there is nothing on planet Earth. Listen very closely. This is a very black and white statement. There is no jewel on planet Earth that has more fire than this jewel that is coming out of North Carolina from Charles & Colvard. And this collection is exclusive to JTV. That is a black and white statement.
Wow.
That cluster,
She means that.
Yes. That cluster ring right there is only $179.99. Size 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I told you this show is loaded. This triple row ring, Charles, beautiful. You know, we've done so many of the solitaires. This is a great balance piece for the other
loaded
hand.
for bear here.
Yes, $199.99, under $200 on that band in sizes now. And, sure. And we are going to begin with MSF 259 in just a second. We have one of the sort of famous, sort of the original pieces, the solitaire look, which is kind of the first thing that was done, because as you explained to me, this line began basically just featuring a single stone. They're so precious, they're so important, that the line began featuring a single stone at a time, so a solitaire earring or a solitaire ring or pendant.
And then we got into figuring out how to cut the stones smaller and give you more really highly detailed pieces of jewelry, pieces that would normally only be found in a fine jewelry store. That's where our problems began, because we started cutting. I mean, to give you an idea, those inside-out hoop earrings,
you have to get
do
those.
the production,
oh my gosh,
it was 32,000 stones per 1,000 pair of earrings, and we've made 5,000 pair. So that's 150 some odd thousand, about 160,000 stones to fill the order.
That is an incredible amount of labor and time just for that one pair of earrings. Now, you love diamonds. You know I love diamonds. You know I love diamonds.
I know you do.
And diamonds are so fiery. Nothing in the world surpasses diamond. It absolutely does. We're going to show you an image that will reveal to you the drastic difference. Light goes through a diamond, and boom. God, that's pretty. The dispersion of light. Light goes through a moissanite.
Look at 200.
Bam!
That is what, 240% or 2.4 times more fire means in a picture.
Listen, that is not airbrushed. That is an actual image.
If you look closely at your screen, notice all the color from the moissanite is actually blowing off the chart into the diamonds.
Yes, it's spectral. And I'm telling you, that is an image. That's amazing. So that's, and you know, why do we wear jewelry? Why do we wear jewelry? Because it's pretty, it makes us feel pretty, we want that sparkle, we want that dazzle. Nothing in the world can surpass the jewel of moissanite. Let's go. Let's do it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Got my seatbelt on.
Good. We're going to get started with the very first ring I have on my hand, which is MSF 259. And this is a past, present, and future style ring that Charles and the team have put an elegant, almost scallop textured like feature of art on the band and added a little something that you wouldn't even see necessarily in a golden diamond piece. By the way, this is Platineve. Platineve is a proprietary blend of platinum and other precious metals that is used only at JTV.
That's correct. It's the base core of it is 925 nickel-free sterling silver, and then with the plating of platinum and rhodium and a few other special, very proprietary and expensive metals, you get what is considered Platineve. This ring is absolutely gorgeous. You've got a 60-point diamond, 60-point diamond equivalent total weight between, I believe it's the 3 stones. Yeah, 3 stones.
Yes, yes. And look at the fire. Even, I mean, it's a 5 millimeter. The center stone is a 5 millimeter round. And currently we have the size 5, 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10. So this is not the largest, obviously, of the solitaire style rings that we have in the show. It is not necessarily physically the size of the piece, the smallest. It's really one of those sort of mild-sized pieces that is just right, that's going to look beautiful on anyone. This is going to be appropriate for anyone. I cannot wait for you to see the things in this show, but I will say this. All of this collection, Charles and our team here at JTV have already populated on our website at jtv.com. So if there is something in particular that you are looking for, that you have always wanted to own in diamond, but you couldn't pay thousands of dollars, I want you to go to JTV.com, find that in Moissanite. Know that you are getting a more fiery, brilliant jewel, and you're paying less. Look for your 2-carat studs. Go get your single ring. Go look for the ring that's 4 or 5 carats or whatever. Look for the tennis bracelets and the bangles and the things like that that are going to be coming up. Look for all those pieces. And the other important information, do we have the cards and stuff? The other important information, here it is that these come with a lifetime warranty, right? Charles, tell us about that.
Every stone that Charles & Covard produces in the Moissanite jewels, whether it be the white stones, the pink, sweet pea pink, any of the pinks, any of the Luisants, which are the greens and the pinks,
we have some coming up in the show.
Soon coming to be other colors. They're all guaranteed for a life, never to turn color or to have any of the optical properties change, whether they be, and I'll explain that later, whether they be...
I thought it was the warranty card.
And it's better.
There should be some of the warranty cards.
But the colors won't change. They won't cloud. Anything about that stone is guaranteed for life. And you know how many years that is?
All of them.
That's right. When Charles & Covard and I got together, they asked me if I would be interested in designing a line of jewelry for them. And I really didn't know how far this was going to go, but we ended up with me designing the line for the Moissanite Fire collection and ultimately the Elite as well. But what you've got is just basically the best of all worlds. You've got the most beautiful, brilliant stone in the world. You're dealing with a company like Charles & Covard, a world-renowned, publicly traded company. You're dealing with my expertise in jewelry design and manufacture for 38 years, getting paid for it. My family's been in it since about 1740. And then, of course, you're getting the jewelry television reputation. They stand behind their product. They give you 30 days to take it home. I call it take the test drive.
It's quite something to test drive this jewelry. Look at the bangle.
Look at that necklace. Test drive that necklace.
Okay, last call on these rings. We're going to bring in some earrings right now. And please know that this line includes, thanks to Charles and his team, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, rings. We've got everything covered. You guys have everything covered. I just talk here. All right, here come the earrings. Item number MSF240, Moissanite Fire. Look at these designer-style earrings. It almost looks like a heart with a flame whipping up from it. I had a very dear friend of mine once that is an incredible artist that drew this thing for me. It was a heart, and there was a rose with like a flames coming up from it. It's beautiful. And that's kind of depicted in these earrings. Debut item, brand new design. They are only $229.99. And there they are, a little bit from across the way. The Moissanite Fire, you get, this card comes with every single piece, and you will also have, you know, the phone number where you can register your piece of Charles & Covard Moissanite Fire jewelry from JTV.
Right. So you can call them, you can do it via the internet.
Yes.
I mean, however you want to do it, you can do it.
That's the sleeve. And of course, there is the number on the back and all of that, and it tells you about the certificate of authenticity, and then of course you have your
warranty ID number.
As well.
And each piece, every single piece has its own ID number.
Individual, like every item has its own. Now, on the earrings, I need to update you. We have fewer than 20 pairs of those earrings available, and we're getting a lot of questions about the necklace that I have on. And the necklace I'm wearing is 20.80 carats.
It's one of the few times we've ever shown it on TV. We have been bringing this necklace in since October. Isn't that great? This necklace has been coming in since October, and we bring in 3, 4, or 5 at a time. It's not inexpensive. It's $1,999.99, but it has always sold out at the web.
That's pretty inexpensive.
I think we still have 1 or 2.
That's pretty inexpensive for 20 carats? Because I'm looking at that and I'm going, that's $99 a carat.
That's right.
And that's not counting the cost, like the gram weight and the precious metal and everything that's used in that necklace. Oh my gosh, that is a deal.
We sold that one big ring last time for almost $6,000. We have another, I don't know if it's in this show, I made a slightly smaller version for only $4,000.
It's in this show.
It's a beautiful
I've had my
ring.
eyes on that ring. I'm going to show it to you guys in just a second. These earrings, how many? Okay, last calls on the earrings. They're almost gone. Brand new debut item now. The necklace. Speaking of necklaces, If you would love a Moissanite fire necklace and you can't go $2,000, please get on the phone line right now, because we have this gorgeous. This is almost like, Charles, you took a little bit of a hint of journey styling and a little bit of a hint of past, present, and future, sort of put them together with infinity times infinity around it.
You hit it the nail on the head. I mean, we go from smaller, graduating to medium to large at the bottom. And again, you have the infinity design in those swirls. Those swirls are packed with small, what's the name of my stone?
Solitaires, round brilliance, Moissanite.
Thank you. And everything about this is, it's just so cool. It's dimensional, it's got contrast, it's got something to talk about.
And it sure has fire.
Oh.
This definitely has fire. A carat 70, this is only $399.99.
That's probably the biggest bargain of the show right there.
It honestly is amazing. And we have this on a triple pay stretch pay that you can get this home for only $133.33. And we've done a lot. We've done a few stretch pays within the show, but it's on a triple pay stretch pay.
About an inch, a little over an inch and a half in overall length from the top of the bail to the bottom of the pendant.
Oh, and the chain is an 18-inch chain with a lobster claw clasp, and it is adjustable to 20 inches. So we have an adjustable chain. These are very strong chains.
Yes,
very strong. I mean, for this size of neck chain, this is one of the strongest ones. This had to be a piece that probably in the what they call the pull test or the stretch test held up very strong compared to other chains of this size.
Yeah, well, then you know about the pull test. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Is that, I mean, am I telling the truth?
Yeah, I just talked about the pull test today.
Oh.
And
well, I'm the psychic show host here at JTV. Welcome. I'm thinking you're going to call and buy Moissanite Fire here in just a few minutes. Now, we have another one of the solitaire rings coming up in just a moment, but I really love this necklace, and I think this is something that, and you know, you can go to our website, to jtv.com, and you can see all of the customer reviews that have been done on the Moissanite Fire collection, and I'm talking about the top rating that any of our jewelry can get is a 5-diamond rating. Look, every single item is a 5-diamond rating. This is the most highly, here's another black and white statement. This is the most highly rated collection of jewelry on JTV. Every item that has a rating is a 5.
Well, not every.
Well, that we're seeing right there in those scrolling through. The ones that are scrolling through right now.
Yeah.
Every one of those that you're seeing are 5-diamond rating, and almost every one are, well, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
4 to 5. So this is the customers have gone ahead of you. They have already blazed the trail for Moissanite if you are a new viewer and a new shopper, and maybe you're looking to say, now I don't quite understand. Let us explain that Moissanite was first originally found in its natural form in Canyon Diablo in Arizona by Henri Moissanite.
Well, actually from his geological team.
Yes.
And then they brought it back to France. They thought they discovered diamond within a meteorite fragment. And
so it's not from this planet originally?
No, originally no. And in fact, the total amount that they've ever found since it was discovered in 1896 is roughly 5 carats of rough material. Ever. Total. It's not enough to make a piece of jewelry or two. So the only way to get it is one of the few gemstones and jewels in the world that can actually be recreated in a laboratory. Because the difference between simulated and synthetic or created is a simulated stone looks like the stone, and that's where the similarities end. Lab created or synthetic means that it is optically, physically, and chemically that stone. There are very few stones. You can grow beryl, you can grow corundum, which is ruby and sapphire, you can grow moissanite.
Right? Yeah, there's like just a handful.
It's a handful. The most are simulated. You cannot grow. There is no such thing as created tanzanite. None.
Just simulant.
I've heard people say created tanzanite, and I'm like, oh, that's playing with fire.
They may have created that simulant to look like tanzanite, but it's not created tanzanite. Well, this is gorgeous, and these are almost gone. There's only about a dozen left on this necklace. There's only about a dozen. Okay, now here is Canyon Diablo in Arizona. Here's an image of that.
See what that meteorite did to that?
And listen, we hope
that
no more ever
and
we hope that no more ever shows up again, because that
would change the world.
Yes, very much so. It's kind of like we talk about the Moldavite gem and how that was a gemstone that was created by a meteor striking, a huge meteor striking the Earth. These are things we do not want to occur again. This ring, so there's this ring.
Oh, that's the ring.
Yeah.
That is, you know, I told my buyer about 4 months ago I wanted to create one item, a visit or every other visit, that would be a Charles over-the-top piece.
Oh, this is not over the top.
So many of you collect my really, really big pieces. By the way, I did get a Facebook message and somebody said, can they put this on stretch pay? Unfortunately, the answer is no. And I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's certain price points that they just don't. But if you can afford $3,999.99, what you're getting here is a 12 millimeter, which is the equivalent of about a 6-carat diamond.
We'll flash it. We're coming to this ring in just a moment.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No,
I go off on my tangents,
but that's okay, because we want to know what you have to say. It's your, you know, your jewelry collection. We're going to flash. The ring that we're talking about is the ring I have on my hand. I would vacuum in heels for the rest of my life for this ring. Check that.
Really?
Yes.
Deal.
Yes. Look at this ring. This is 10.
I'm just looking for somebody to vacuum.
You're so funny. You have a great one. 10.90 carats. Oh. 12 millimeter center stone. Hello. That is amazing. Debut item, yeah. But anyway, we're going to talk more about this here in just a little bit. Charles and I both get pretty excited about this piece. We'll talk more about it in just a little bit. That is coming up. Pardon my fingerprint that's on it, but I haven't been able to keep my hands off of it, honestly. So if you can make that happen, do. Remember, we're doing no payments, no interest till August 1st on preferred. So if you had 6 months to save up for that ring, that's going to be about $600 and something a month that you would have to.
It's worth it.
Oh my gosh.
It's worth it.
Or you could do split pay.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I made as many of as we had in the stones. They're not cutting any more big stones like that right now. They're more concerned about cutting my 5 millimeters and 6 and 6.5 millimeters. So we used up all of those stones. There are no more. So I'm going to call it semi-retired. If they cut another big stone like this, 1 or 2 could come back ever. But for the most part, they're done cutting these humongous stones.
All right, now, don't buy that, I want it. No. We're going to go, now we were showing another solitaire ring. This is also large. Now, by comparison to the ring we just saw for $4,000, nothing looks large, but this is actually a very large ring in a solitaire that we have, and it is 1.5 carats for only $3.99. And you've got the solitaire, and then you did just a beautiful, Charles, just a beautiful, sleek row of stones on either side. I really like it.
We have the center stone's a 7 millimeter, which is roughly like 1.30 carats, and then you have about, or maybe 1.25 carats, and you have about 1/4 carat of melee in the shank. Beautiful, beautiful look. I mean, this is by far, and this is bigger than most people would ever have. You're well beyond the welcome to the 1 carat club.
Oh, yes.
You've now hit the welcome to the 1.5 carat club.
7 millimeter center stone. Sizes available 6, 7, 7.5, 8, and 8.5. Debuting for only $399.99. And we do have a lot of debut items this visit, and a lot of the customer favorite back in stock. And on the right-hand side of the screen, for anybody who may have just gotten here, there is an example of the dispersion of light. On the right-hand side, that little starburst is from a diamond. On the left-hand side, look at how the fire comes out of the same size, cut, and everything Moissanite jewel. Look at the difference. It is like, what do you say? You always say it's like a nuclear reaction.
It's like a supernova.
Yeah.
It's like an explosion of life and light. And that's, you know, I mean, light is life.
That's the truth. Now, when we're looking at this ring, and this also, it reminds me of probably, like you said, a lot of people have, you know, a ring this size or close to this size, an engagement ring. Maybe you're looking for a band to wear with. That is exactly what we have coming up right now. Look at what I'm sliding on my hand right now. Now, this is a matching band. These are available also in sizes. And the band is MSF 365. This is a debut item. These 2 pieces have been saved for this show. The anniversary band that you are seeing, first time ever on the air at JTV, that band is only $139.99. Long awaited. That is going to go with several of the solitaire styles and band styles that you've had for us in the past by design.
Absolutely. You could wear that band with the MSF's, what is it, the 319, that is the, I think, the 2-carat engagement ring with the high shoulders.
Yeah.
Any of them that have a flat shank.
Yeah, as long as the side of the band does not come out, as long as you, a bow out or have a dome coming out from it, this band is going to fit right up against it, and it makes just a match made in heaven. And you could get 2 of those bands, one to wear on either side if you wanted to, one to wear on either side. They're $139.99 each. That is all. I know you're still shopping on the solitaire for $399.99, which is MSF 364. Welcome in. Our good friend Charles Winston is with us today, our special guest designer, the most knowledgeable, probably, person that I can think of on the face of the earth when it comes to the Moissanite jewel. But we're honored to have Charles. It's always a pleasure. We have always had extremely busy shows when the Moissanite fire is on the air because you can't get it anywhere else. You cannot get it anywhere else. Now, featuring it on the band, debut, first time on the air at JTV. They are $139.99. We just mentioned it while we were showing the solitaire, and we have already sold a dozen of these. Sizes are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we even have a 10.5 because Charles has been paying close attention to a lot of the correspondence he's getting from customers asking for different sizes and a few larger sizes and half sizes. So Charles has responded on this one, and we do have that 10.5. 5 more are gone. You could put one of these on, and it looks great. You could wear 2 or 3 of these bands. You could put colored gemstone bands in between, maybe existing jewelry that you already own. But you are the first and maybe only customers to ever get to see them, because you know what? We just revealed this. We already have less than 100 of them. Matter of fact, 87, 86, 85, 84, it's in express, yes. This is in express ordering. 81, 80, 79, 78, 77. Use express ordering if you can. 75, 74. There's only 2 left in size 5. 73, 71, 70, 69, 68.
Size 5.5 sold out. I did do a few of the half sizes.
There's 1 left in 5. That's it.
This is like a horse race.
Yes. You have to be very, very fast. 62 remaining for 62 callers only, and this is the first, minute it's ever been on TV? Minute and 20 seconds, sorry. It's been on TV. Okay? And now, I love the single row of jewels, and this is what you were talking about. You guys are not just doing the solitaires. You're using these stones that it takes more time to cut, this labor-intensive, these intricate cuts in these 2 millimeters and 2.5.
They actually cost a lot more to cut because of their size.
Right, and it takes, I think, it's almost like if somebody asks you to draw, something on a full sheet of paper or whatever. Think about how much more difficult it would be to try to draw that same image at a fraction of the size. And so it's kind of like with the gem cutters, it's easier to do things on a larger scale, in other words. And so these smaller stones that Charles and his team are using it's more labor intensive, it takes more time, and it takes a more skilled gem cutter.
Oh, absolutely. We actually have to take diamond cutters and retrain them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
well, you guys have some exclusive cuts too, like the square brilliant cut and so forth.
Right. Now, we do have princess cuts, and we have the other traditional cuts. We have the marquise, we have the ovals, we have the cushions. But we try to do something that others don't, including, like you just said, the square brilliant, beautiful cut. In this particular ring, though, what we're offering you is a tremendous amount of value. I wanted to come in and have the first show in 2013 just be a record banner, trend-setting show.
And we are down to only 46 left of this ring. We have 2 or 3 phone lines open with no wait. We actually have additional call center staff that have come online. We actually have about 24 more customer service reps available than we did just a few minutes ago. So we have additional call center staff that have come online to take care of you. We are down to about 30 some of these now. So what is sold out? The 5 is gone. Okay, the 10.5 is gone, the 5.5 is gone. We have size 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we do still have all whole sizes. Size 6, size 7, size 8, size 9, and size 10 are here on these bands. And we are looking into a couple of callers who are shopping on the giant ring, and we're pretty excited about this. So, and don't forget the solitaire here, MSF 364. We started out with about 30 or 40 of those, and we only have 9 of them remaining. 30-some of the bands remain. We have 2 8s left. We have 3 6s left in the band for $139.99 debut. Love it. Charles, thank you so much.
Hey, what can I tell you? This is what I do. It's what I love to do.
And so there's this earring.
2 carats.
I want you to stay on the phone. First of all, if you already have a phone line, stay on the phone. If you're
blessed with a phone line, keep it.
Keep it. If you're not on the phone yet, start calling. And you're going to be able to go to jtv.com and place the order on what's coming up as well. True story. Charles had this same earring in 18 karat.
14 karat. We made 1 pair.
14 karat white gold, 2 karat inside and outside diamond hoops. They had an EAV of $4,500.
Correct.
No,
we actually had the appraisal.
Had the appraisal. $4,500 appraisal if this earring was diamond in gold. Instead, it's a more brilliant jewel. It's a more fiery jewel, 2.5 times almost more fire.
Correct.
It's moissanite, and they are a long way away from $4,500. As a matter of fact, these are not only incredible because of that, this next pair of earrings coming up is incredible because we do not sell 2 carats of moissanite fire for the price you are getting ready to see. Get a pair, get 2 pairs, your moms, your daughters, your sisters, your best friends. This is going to be, look at these. This is going to be the best ever.
At the price that jewelry television should normally be paying.
Yes, no, or less.
Well, actually even less. You don't know how many times we got beat up in the past 3 or 4 months.
We have done, well, thanks to Charles and his team and the financial team here at JTV, something so special for you guys. I cannot even tell you. This is not just a customer appreciation piece. This is our power pick of the day. Take a look at the 2 carats, inside and out hoops. Want to see the price? Wow. Can I say anything other than wow? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a record-breaking value in moissanite fire. Item number MSF 300, the moissanite fire earring, the inside and outside hoop, 32 brilliant, of the most brilliant jewels on the face of the earth. $600, forget it. $300, forget it. We're at the $200 mark on these, $209.99. This is a very special price tag, and we thank you so much for shopping early on these. We're begging you if you can use express ordering to do that. Amy is wearing them right now. You're going to wear these every day. And you're saying, oh, I'm not wearing them every day. I bet you. If you're not going to wear them every day, you're going to wear them most days because there's nothing that's going to make you feel more elegant than these. 8 more pairs are gone. Charles, you chose these stones, and your team hand-selected these stones to be exactly the match, 100%.
Every single one of them, over 160,000 stones we got to match. We made 5,000 pair. We do
not have 5,000 pairs remaining.
We do not have 4,000 pair.
We do not have 3,000. We do not have 2.
We have just over 1,000 pair left. And that's only from like probably a total of 5 or 6 viewings.
Yes.
We have enough to get by maybe 2 or 3 or 4 more viewings.
Honestly, I don't know. It's a Thursday night. It's prime time. We've got tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands.
Well, we'll be on tomorrow afternoon. Anybody wants to join us, I'll be on with Nikki tomorrow again at noon. But we got all new stuff.
We do, right. And so these earrings are here and now.
But
first chances, first dibs on these for $209.99. And I want to show how they work. Go ahead.
No, that's what I was going to say. To show how they work, it slides in. It's notched. It locks in right there.
Yep, snap tight closure.
Now look at how beautiful the work is. You can't even see the hinge at the bottom.
No.
It is so well made, it's hidden. Now, we have a total of 32 stones. Actually, I had developed this style of setting back around 1988. Why I didn't copyright it, I don't know, but it's no big deal. We use 32 2.5 millimeter, so a 2.5 millimeter round diamond, if these were diamonds, weighs, depending upon the cut of the stone, between 6.5 and up to 7 points each. So that makes these up to, from like 2 carats to like possibly up to 2 carats and 10. The diamond version that we actually made weighed 2 carats and 8, just to let you know.
Yeah.
208.
So minimum carat weight, 2 carats.
Minimum carat weight of diamond equivalent weight would be 2 carat on these. They are drop-dead gorgeous.
They are drop-dead gorgeous.
They are the right thickness.
Yes.
They are 1.25 inches in diameter, and I did that purposely. They're about the diameter of a U.S. half-dollar coin. And I didn't want them too small. I will make smaller versions, but I don't think I'm going to make a larger version.
I think this is the perfect size.
But it is a perfect size. It goes perfectly with everything.
50 more pairs have just sold out. Please place your order. Stay on the phone if you are there. If you're not on the phone yet, get there as fast as you can, or go to jtv.com.
When these 5,000, well, actually not 5,000, when these 1,100 now finish selling out, the price will probably go back to $299, possibly $399. And the reason being is, at $290, you know what? I can't sell them to the buyer. I can't sell them to the buyer for anything less than, she's going to have to retail them for $399. She and I are going to get into an argument. Yes.
That's almost double this price.
You know, we just made a couple pricing errors, and we had to live by them. But our pricing errors are your benefit, and just take advantage. But these will be $399 at Jewelry Television all day long.
And they're only $209.99 right now. And I want to talk about ways for you to get these home. If you're looking at these earrings and thinking, oh my gosh, I love those earrings, you know, that is a beautiful earring. I would love to have a pair of those. Then you're right. They are gorgeous. But we take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. And we have our own card here at JTV. If you don't have one of these yet, this is the JTV Preferred Card. It's our store credit card. And if you get approved for the JTV, let me move my hair out of the way. If you get approved for the JTV Preferred Card, you're going to get free shipping on your first order. So you would get these home for exactly only $209.99. The other thing that we have is the fact that we're doing no payments and no interest till August 1st on orders of $99 and up. Well, this is it. Charles is talking about the price nearly doubling on these earrings. Let me tell you how to lock in this price. Because if you order these right now and is your birthday August 1st?
No, I said my birthday month.
Oh.
August 23rd, in case you want to write it down and buy me a gift.
Okay.
I want your car, and you can have mine. We'll switch cars for a month.
Okay, there you go. But it's no payments, no interest till August 1st on orders of $99 and up. So if you call and you either use your preferred card or get a preferred card and use it, get approved and use it, on these, we'll go ahead and send you the earrings now. And you'll have them, and you'll have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Send them back if you're not satisfied for any reason, but you wouldn't have to pay a penny for these earrings, not one penny, till August 1st, and that's with that card. So I can tell you, are they $209.99 come August 1st?
No.
No, but you have until August 1st to pay $209.99, but you go ahead and get the earrings now. There's no way. This is not layaway.
They are not.
We don't keep your stuff.
Truly. I say they'll be $399. I know what's going to happen. If she wants to bring them back, there'll be an argument, and we'll get them to $299 again.
A friendly argument.
But $299 would be really today's best value type of a price. We just made a big major boo-boo by a big amount when we did these. But somehow we did it.
Hundreds of more pairs are selling right now. And honestly, I know that a lot of you tried it. I want to say thank you to Mary in Illinois, Norma in Washington, Kathy in South Carolina, Sharon in West Virginia, Patsy in Florida, Betty in California, Elizabeth in Massachusetts, Karen in Georgia, Betty in Georgia, Anita in Florida, and Mary in Illinois, and the list goes on of all the hundreds of customers right now who are buying these. Seriously, dial now if you have not dialed yet. It is very important to go ahead and
on the phone.
Yes.
Okay, understand, we have enough to satisfy everybody that's on the phone right now. We have enough to satisfy whoever's on the phone and then a few. But if you hang up because you got tired of waiting, you may miss out on the opportunity. You've already waited. Don't hang up. We're here. We're not going anywhere. And you know, you never know if you're hanging up. You could have hung up when you were the next in line. Doesn't that stink? I hate when that happens.
That's not good. You know, I think about some of the things we have to wait in line for just a second for. This is one of the good, this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. First of all,
I hate waiting in line at the grocery store when there's a ton of people there and they only have one line open.
That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, I've left the buggy full of food, and I said, I've just left it.
I promise that does not faze. I just
call my wife and say, go back to the grocery store. There's a buggy full of food waiting to get checked out.
Stop it. Welcome in. Our good friend Charles Winston is here with Moissanite Fire, our exclusive collection of this incredible, brilliant jewel that's in its natural origin is not even of this planet. The original material of moissanite was found in Canyon Diablo in Arizona, where a huge meteor struck the Earth. There's been scarce 5 carats ever found from the original site, and it's
rough material.
And that's rough material.
So when you cut it, it loses about 70%. So really, you've got about 2 carats of material that could have been cut. And not even a pair of, well, maybe a pair of studs. And
speaking of 2 carats, what we have on the air for you right now is the 2-carat inside and outside design hoop earring. It is without a doubt, hands down, the value in Moissanite Fire right now. We've got a lot of beautiful things coming up. There's a lot of great, great deals coming up. There is nothing that supersedes this selection, these pieces, these earrings.
This power pick really took a lot of effort. Even though we made a pricing boo-boo, we stuck behind it. We got our production facility, you know, we give them a lot of business, and they said, you know what, Charles and Tom, we don't want you guys to, you know, lose money. They cut their price to us for the labor without cutting quality.
That's amazing.
And well, you know, come on, we give them, the man is making more money than he's ever made before in his life working with us. Keeping your company in all the jewelry that you guys buy. Yes. Is a full-time job for a whole lot of people.
Well, and I always say the more you guys buy, the more we go out and buy, and the better the values get. I mean,
and the value gets there. But these earrings are truly a must-have. Do you have, you know, is your daughter graduating from college or high school this spring or early summer? Because this is something she's going to want to wear to go out on that job interview. Something that's going to set her apart from the pack. You want to get her some nice new clothes, new shoes, handbag, these earrings.
These earrings.
Done. Well, actually, can I suggest one other thing? If she has a double piercing, write down this number, MSF001 if it's for your daughter, and MSF003 if it's for you.
There you go. Also, I want to remind everybody that the Moissanite Fire collection, each piece comes with a certificate of authenticity, and also the card there's an email or a phone number so that you can register your piece of jewelry. Every single one of these items has a serial number, a registration number for each individual piece of jewelry, and there is a lifetime warranty on the jewels from Charles & Clavard. This is an American product too. I wanted to mention that. This is a jewel that is coming from North Carolina, right over the hill from my house.
The only thing I want to stipulate is that we do have many of the stones now because of the... You heard how many stones we had to cut just for this?
Yes.
160. We're cutting close to 1 million stones or more a month.
Wow.
Okay, so we are doing some of the cutting offshore. So, you know, while the stone is grown, most of it is grown in North Carolina, the company that developed it, and Charles & Clavard's clarifying it in North Carolina. Some of the stones are being cut offshore, so I cannot say it's actually 100% product of USA.
But the majority.
The majority, yes.
That's good stuff.
I mean, the guy, David, the factory owner, Boca Raton, how much more, I mean, that's not the South, I can tell you that. When I moved to Florida, my father's wife said to me, she's from Greensboro, she says, Charles, there are 11 southern states, and Florida's not one of them.
Well, I have family. My sister actually lives in Florida. One of my sisters lives in Florida, in Miami. She just moved there for work.
Well, she doesn't think she's in the southern state.
That's it. And, but we want to say hello to everybody out there. And these are actually, speaking of the states, going out all over the nation right now. Florida, Texas, Wisconsin, Virginia, California, Illinois, Georgia, Massachusetts, Michigan. I see all of these states. There's someone from Largo, Florida. How are you, Miss Carol? Here is a look at Canyon Diablo in Arizona, the original material found from the impact of the meteor that struck the Canyon Diablo.
I would love to go there one day.
I would love to stand right in the middle of that baby.
I just hope that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot.
Wouldn't that be an awesome profile picture for Facebook, standing right in the middle of Canyon Diablo? You look like a little
with a Moissanite ring. With that ring.
With that ring on.
They'd see that ring.
That's the only way they'd be able to see you. I want to say thank you. By the way, speaking of Facebook, if you guys Facebook, I do too, and it's my only social life, so please go to Nikki Rulo, JTV host, and click like on my page, because I love to hear from you guys, and I always look on my host page and see what kind of mess. Who's that? 5 years and 5 billion pounds ago. That was me. But it's Nikki Rulo, JTV host. You click like on my page, and you can leave me messages. Some customers have posted pictures, like of jewelry they've gotten, and Charles, of course, can be found on
Charles Winston.
Facebook as well, Charles Winston. Yeah, and we're buddies on there. I stalk you on Facebook. No, I don't. Welcome in.
How come everybody gets stalked but me?
No. Welcome into the show. This is Jewelry Television. I'm Nikki. More importantly, we are in the good company of Charles Winston, who brings us Moissanite Fire here at Jewelry Television. Thank you for your patience on the phone lines with these 2-carat inside and outside design hoops. They are, honestly, I wish you could have seen all of us girls in the prep room before the show, because everybody was like, did you see how much those are? Did you see how much those are? We were all like freaking out about it, Charles. 209. Get back on the phone if you hung up, and if you haven't called yet, do so. We're going to show you a couple of the other things available in Moissanite Fire. We started out with 1,740 of these rings. That's all that were ever made, and you destroyed the mold. They'll never be, ever be. We started with 1,740. We're down to only a few remaining in that limited edition. It was the very first limited edition Moissanite Fire ring. It's the Sweet Pea Pink, the Luisant Sweet Pea Pink. So call about those. And here's a favorite. Here's another example of 2 carats. This is $419, and that is awesome. That's awesome. It was one of our top sellers. We got it back in stock. It was top seller at $420 on 2 carats. That should tell you that those 2-carat earrings for $209 are insane. No wonder they're a power pick.
Exactly.
Yes.
And believe it or not, in the world of Moissanite, when you get to the big stones like the honker you're wearing, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
But truly,
I love that ring
that these small stones actually cost more than the 1-carat stone.
Yeah.
So that should show you the bargain that you're getting.
And here you have both, the large stones and the smaller stones, in the Luisant Sweet Pea Pink bracelet. This is the bangle bracelet that I actually have on, and it is under $1,000 at $999.99. You can do that on a triple pay stretch pay of $333.33. Speaking of threes, here's 3 rows. This is MSF $359 for $199. P.S. There are phone lines open right now. There are phone lines open right now with no wait. Get your 2-carat earrings. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Charles Winston and Moissanite Fire.
This weekend on Jewelry Television, a brilliant destination for all things that glow. Look for the first anniversary of our Titanic collection and a new debut, plus special pricing. And don't miss another sparkling milestone, True Brilliance Diamonds' first anniversary. This weekend on Jewelry Television. JTV Jewel Safe. Protecting your jewelry from manufacturing defects and normal wear and tear is very important. You have our promise. If it can't be repaired, it's replaced. Now, Jewel Safe offers even more great value with savings up to 42%. Ask your JTV customer representative or visit jtv.com for more information about how you can add Jewel Safe to your order at greater savings than ever before. JTV Jewel Safe. If you're into the art of jewelry making, Jewel School is the place to be. Watch Jewel School every week to learn popular techniques in jewelry making, presented by the country's most talented jewelry artists and experts. Plus, you'll find the newest and most innovative tools and art forms in the industry. Discover Jewel School, the guest artists, and the thousands of styles of products. You're watching Moissanite Fire on Jewelry Television.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Jewelry Television on this Thursday night. Here's Charles Winston.
Hey, guys.
Moissanite Fire is what we have on the air for you. And Charles, can you believe we're already getting ready to go into our last hour?
You know what?
Been so busy. Did you get your 2-carat earrings? Power pick.
If you didn't,
you need to call. We do have some phone lines open now because we have more customers. I guess everybody braved the snow and finally got to work, but we do have additional call center staff online right now ready to take your calls. So hopefully you'll call back, get those. We'll talk about those again in a little bit.
That's why we had so few reps before.
Yes, it's like...
I forgot it was snowing.
It's my favorite. I love it. I just love, I think, you know, I'm a diamond fiend, I'm a moissanite fiend. There's something about that white light and that reflection. I love it. Love it. So this is some ice, for sure, for your hand. We have a ring coming up right now that is almost 3 carats. Well, actually, it's 2.70 minimum carat weight. The center stone, big. This is beautiful, Charles. It's so sleek and so pretty.
And the baguettes. I mean,
well, aren't they kind of fancy cuts?
Yeah, they're almost more like radiant baguettes.
Yeah.
But we, in the Moissanite Fire collection, we have not used a whole lot of fancy shapes. This visit, you're going to see a lot of different shapes. Tomorrow, I think I said, do you know what shape I saved for you tomorrow?
What?
In the
morning?
Well, what morning?
Well,
it's noon.
Well, it's noon is morning.
Is that a hint?
Just in time for Valentine's Day. That's going to be great. And on the ring that's on the screen right now, sizes 6, size 7, and size 8. And we're going to come in close on the one that I'm holding, and then I'll try it on, and all of that good stuff, too. Guys, this is so pretty. I had this ring on just a second. I'm going to put it back on. I had it on just a second ago, and it's just such a good size. And this is going to give you an example of that fire that we are talking about, that dispersion of light. Even in this studio with the camera that has no way whatsoever of actually reading the dispersion because we're not using the actual pin light and the reference point. But even that being said, you can see the flashes and the literally flames of rainbows.
That stone is huge.
It's huge. This is so big and pretty, but it's
8.5 millimeter.
It's classic.
That's like 2.5 carats.
Oh my dear goodness me, that's gorgeous.
It's roughly 2.5 carats.
Wow.
And then you've got really, that's really more like a 3-carat total weight. You've got roughly 1/2 carat of baguettes, and you've got 2.5 carats in the center. And don't ask me why they come up with those numbers, but
custom cut gemstones on the shoulders of the ring, and just the perfected cut of that center stone that's 8.5 millimeters at least. I mean, you know, you want something that's going to impress everyone who sees it. Everybody in your social circle is going to be jealous of this one. Everyone at work is going to be jealous of this. And you're going to look at this piece. You know, this is when you look at it, you're going to enjoy this jewelry. We will be happy to talk to some customers. If you guys have shopped Moissanite Fire with myself or with Charles and one of the other hosts before, give us a call. We would love to take some calls on the air. And we hear so many of the ladies say that, you know, it's blinding. I was driving and my ring on my hand, and it's just, you enjoy your jewelry, and that's what we're doing this for. This is a collectible. It is an exclusive, and it is the prettiest fire and sparkle possible to man.
Ladies,
in jewelry.
Gentlemen, take a look at the TV for a moment. See all that color that's coming off that stone? That happens in real life. And here's a story that I had. So I'm on an airplane. I'm coming back from doing that big red carpet event at the end of February out of L.A. And I had, in fact, a ring very much like the big over-the-top piece that that Nikki's wearing for the $3,999. And I'm holding it, showing it to the flight attendant. I'm holding it, showing it to the flight attendant, and all of a sudden I look up and there's like stars, colorful stars all over the ceiling of the aircraft. So this little kid behind me is going, "Ma, Ma," and then I realized what's going on. So then I covered it up, and the mother thinks it's crazy, and I was just playing with the kid for a little bit. But I mean, you will get this from your own ring.
Yes.
Or earrings.
Yeah, I mean, it's
wear
like
sunglasses when you open the package.
It's like fireflies all over the place.
And wait for the postman to leave, because you might be inclined to put your arms around him and kiss him.
That's a whole different kind of smooch factor right there. We are down to hardly any of the rings, but I want to say, of course,
I'm still waiting for the vacuuming, so I got to get you that ring.
Vacuuming and heels. This ring, I'm telling you, I will vacuum and heels for the rest of my life with this ring. Now, that ring is on the way. $3,999. It's the largest. It's the grandest. This ring is $799. This is actually back in stock. This piece sold, the ring sold out back in June in one airing. And it is just now back. So this is the first time this ring has been here since June. Sold out in one airing. So gosh, how many months is that? 6 months?
July, August, September, October, November, December, 7 months.
Almost 7 months since that ring was even available. How many left? 7 left. There's only 7 remaining on that ring.
Wait,
for
which
$799.
ring?
This ring.
That one we just did?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, tennis bracelets. Isn't it about time? We've done earrings, we've done rings, we've done a pendant. How about a bracelet? 5 carats almost. MSF 184, Charles, brilliant. I love the 3 prongs. That's cool stuff. Instead of just sticking with the norm, the 4 prongs, you mixed it up a little bit, and I think it really adds.
3 prongs.
It's beautiful, and I think that adds to this bracelet because it kind of makes when you look at these stones, your eye is going to rotate, or your look at these is going to rotate just a little bit because it's not so squared up. That's neat. And the price tag, under $900. Under $900 for 4.90 carats of exactly the gemstones that Charles has been talking about all day, that are a little bit more difficult to cut because of the size of the stones.
That's correct.
Yes. Now, the bracelet is a 7-inch bracelet. I'm going to show you the clasp. On the bracelet is a box-style clasp.
Slide insert.
Yes.
And the clasp is hidden under more stones.
The stones.
Those are 3 millimeter, by the way. Each one of them replicate a 10-point diamond equivalent weight. You have 49 stones that make up to 4.9 carats for 7 inches.
And every single one of them have the fire that only Moissanite has. Welcome to the show, guys. Moissanite is the most brilliant jewel in the world.
And pretty smart, too.
And the most brilliant jewel in the world. Scientifically, there is no jewel or gemstone that has more fire than the ones you are seeing. The Moissanite Fire, of course, collection is exclusive to Jewelry Television and JTV.com. That ring is now down to 6 callers only. It sold out in one airing back in June. The same thing is happening here tonight. Remember, we're doing no payments, no interest on the JTV Preferred Card on orders of $99 and above, so you could actually do no payments and no interest on any of this jewelry in the Moissanite collection until August. And so, yeah, and oh, here it is. This is what you were talking about earlier. And we have more in solitaires coming up now.
Yep.
Wow. And we have the Luisant Press and the Luisant Sweet Pea that is also going to be on the way. I cannot believe, here we are. We have 1 hour only remaining tonight for Moissanite Fire. And next up is an almost 2-carat solitaire. And again, that's minimal carat weight. That's minimum carat weight, carat 70 on this next, carat 90 on this next ring. It's basically the 2-carat ring. Yeah?
Yep.
Good, Charles. Welcome in. Charles Winston is with us
it's
from
been a long day.
Fire.
Started at midnight. Actually, I had to be here at 11 p.m.
Well,
yesterday.
And you guys launched the Today's Best Value, which, by the way,
that was at midnight.
Is one of the many sellouts that have happened today, and it was a necklace. We still have the necklace I have on.
So I'm going on about 30 hours without sleep.
You're doing good. Hang in here with us. The ladies appreciate it.
So I'm sorry, but I'm going to get sleep tonight.
And we'll be back at noon. MSF 019 is coming up right now. This is a carat 90 in a single stone. And this is that just that dollop of Platineve. This has got such a strong and such a lustrous setting, and I'm going to show you. This is not just some basic, simple little thin band with a stone on top. There's more to it than that.
That's an 8-millimeter rock of Gibraltar in the center of that piece.
And it is built to last a lifetime and beyond. This is heirloom quality jewels. These jewels come with a lifetime warranty from the distributor Charles & Colvard, and also you can register each piece of jewelry. They also come with a certificate of authenticity, so all of that is included. By the way, 3 more of our tennis bracelets just sold, and now we're going to take you on a tour of this ring. On the right-hand side of the screen, it's giving you some of every Charles & Colvard created Moissanite jewelry purchase is backed by manufacturer's limited lifetime warranty and comes with a certificate of authenticity. So that part you know.
Wow!
I used to do car commercials. No, I didn't. I'm kidding. I can read fast. I just don't retain any of it. All right. So let's take a tour. Let's take a tour of this one, and let me show you. So this is kind of like the shoulders come up and keep going up, sort of to protect the head of the setting.
Exactly.
And that also makes it smooth against your fingers that are next to this. And this is only $550. No wonder it is back in stock. This was so well received to over 350 customers who have bought this ring, and it is a very highly rated piece of jewelry. So now you've got almost a 2-carat for only $550, 22, but it's in one jewel, one gem, one only, making up the total carat weight. And speaking of ones, we only have one size 6 remaining. We only have one size 10 remaining. First callers already on this ring: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, or a JTV preferred card. You could split the cost of this up between 2 separate cards. You could split the cost of this up between 3 separate cards if you needed to. Welcome in. What a great piece to kick off the Power Hour of Moissanite Fire. What a wonderful piece to kick off the Power Hour this evening. There's the tennis bracelet. One more look at that.